Perhaps you've heard of the recent case of Lori Smith. Lori designs websites for a living, and she is a committed Christian. If you know anything about the state of Colorado, you know that the government there has been on a jihad against people who try to live out their Christian convictions in the sphere of business. The intolerant LGBT lobby there, assisted by the state's Civil Rights Commission, have hounded Jack Phillips, a baker who declines to provide cakes for same-sex weddings because it violates his conscience. Phillips has won against Colorado at the United States Supreme Court, and yet it hasn't stopped state officials from continuing to hound and harass him. Those same officials are now up against Lori Smith. As a Christian who disagrees with same-sex so-called marriage, she declines to design websites commemorating such weddings. She has sued the state for her right to exercise her conscience in her work, and Colorado officials have fought her all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. Officials of the state are literally fighting for the right to be able to force her and others to create communication that they don't agree with. It's an obvious violation of the principle of free speech, and it once again demonstrates the totalitarian impulse of the left. The Supreme Court heard the case in December and will likely rule this summer, but it's another example of the anti-constitutional, anti-Christian Colorado state government in action. As the scripture tells us, when the righteous increase, the people rejoice, but when the wicked rule, the people groan. But we should be thankful that there are strong leaders and courageous citizens standing for truth, often at great cost to themselves. Jack Phillips, Lori Smith, Kristen Wagoner of the Alliance Defending Freedom, who argued the case, and Supreme Court justices like Samuel Alito and Clarence Thomas are just a few of them. Jesus said, "Will not God give justice to his elect, who cry to him day and night? Will he delay long over them? I tell you, he will give justice to them speedily." God will ultimately win the battle, but he will do it through those who choose to serve him above all others. As Jesus goes on to ask, "Nevertheless, when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on earth?"